Hi guys, Alberto here. You are watching the Bedroom Rocker. Today we're gonna check out the smallest pedal board from the Harley Benton range, the Spaceship 50C. The Spaceship 50C is a budget pedal board. It's perfect if you're setting up your first pedal board or if you want something small that you can take up to your gigs. The board is already provided with Velcro, the soft side is glued to the board, and enough straps of hard side are provided so that you can put in your pedals, and this makes the assembly of the board extremely easy. It can fit 5 regular size pedals and about 7 to 8 mini pedals. Below the board there are 4 metal hooks that you can use to attach a power supply with the provided elastic bands. As with most smaller boards, you have to stick to flat power supplies. The pedal board also ships with a softly padded gig bag, which is awesome to carrying it around, and I believe there is also a hard case version, which is more expensive. The bag is very well made, it has enough padding to keep your pedals safe, it also has metal hook for the straps, and an extra external pocket for cables and other accessories. At the time point of this video, the board sells for 35 euros in Europe, which in my opinion is a huge bargain for what you get. I've been using this board for about 10 months now and I'm very happy with it. I first got it to play at home actually because I realized I was wasting so much time every time I wanted to play just to set up the pedals on the floor, plug all the cables, connect the power supply, and I figured it would be very convenient just to have them all set up here, just plug 2 cables and be ready to play. Later I joined the band and then it became even more useful because I can just throw this into the gig bag, and I was carrying it in the subway, and to the band practice I've also done 2 gigs with it and it's just awesome. If you're watching this video, you're likely asking yourself how many pedals can you fit here and what kind of power options do you have. So I figured out I would make 3 different board builds using this pedal board, and I'll show them to you so that it can help you make the decision on whether this board is for you or not. So let's check it out. Pedal board number 1 is the simplest one, 5 effect pedals, the Electro-Harmonix Soul Foods, the Fulltone OCD, Digitech Ventura Vibe, the carbon copy, and then a looper, so it's meant to be played at home. And for practicing, having some fun with the looper, this is the switch for the looper to loop up or down, and everything is powered by a regular daisy chain. It's obviously not ideal to have digital and analog pedals together, but for home setup this is quite okay. And what I like the most is that I can very easily swap pedals around without having to disconnect and reconnect many cables. If you have a proper power supply installed beneath the board, you have to do some cable managing every time you want to change your board. So this is a very practical and easy to set up. Board number 2, this is already a step up. So we have an external Crybaby, the tuner from Harley Benton, which also mutes the signal, the Alberta 2 from T-Rex, dual channel overdrive, Big Muff Pi, the MXR Phase 95, the MXR carbon copy, and the Filthy Rich tremolo. So we have 6 pedals in the board plus the external Crybaby. And for the power we are using here the Harley Benton ISO 2 Pro power supply. This is a 8 outputs isolated power supply and offers 2 higher voltage, so you can select between 9, 12 and 18 volts. So it's nice if you use digital or higher voltage pedals, but as you can see it's definitely not made for such small boards. So the cables that ship with this power supply are quite long and it's quite messy in here. Also because of the height of the pedal board, I cannot use the straight connectors on the power supply. I have to use the angle connectors here and the straight connector on the pedals. So to make this giggable, you will have to do still some cable management to keep these cables attached and make sure the board is set flat on the floor. but otherwise this unit can definitely fit underneath the board, provided that you make some height adjustment here by using these rubber seal rings. So here we have board number 3. From right to left I have the Futon 69 Mark II fuzz, and I leave it first because it needs some interaction with the guitar volume. Also because if I disconnect the cable, the battery is also disconnected, so this way I don't waste my batteries. This cable here still needs to be replaced by some more flat, more flexible cable. I have then the Tube Screamer Mini, the OCD, MXR Dynacomp Mini, carbon copy, and a few for each tremolo, and finally the Harley Benton tuner, which also mutes the entire setup. So 7 pedals in such a small board format. Everything is powered by a Chox DC5 link underneath it. I can use here the 18 volt option or 12 volt option for the OCD, and I'm using, all pedals are isolated except the TS Mini and the carbon copy, which I believe are sharing a daisy chain, and the fuzz, which is powered by batteries, but is also a quite noise-free setup. If you think this video was helpful to you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more guitar and gear related content, please subscribe to my channel. Keep on rocking, and cheers!